Hello everyone and welcome back to WolfQuest, where we are here with Badger, Ember, and the Fairies Fall pack, and we are most of the way through growing pups. I think, yeah, we've just got about a third of it left, so it's probably going to be autumn quite soon, and honestly, I'm amazed that we've made it this far without losing any of them. It's definitely been a ride. We are, of course, playing on Unforgiving, so that is very much a challenge. And speaking of challenge, it looks like these guys are probably not gonna be filled up on food. I think I'll give them what I can, but we are probably going to have to run and get some more here. But hopefully, we will be able to make it to young hunters today, and that's gonna be its own form of fear, honestly. Trying to get these guys to hunt without dying, that's gonna be a challenge. We will have to see how that goes. But for now, let's let these guys finish eating, and then I think we will probably scurry off and try to get some food. Okay, since we have a fair amount of time today, I think that's a cougar. No, that's a baby elk. I thought for a second there was a cougar just chilling in the elk herd, but no, it's the same color as the babies. I think we are going to try and do a hunt here, just get a little extra food, because while we do have a carcass, it would probably be helpful to use our energy to get a little bit more and make sure that we have that set up, just in case we end up starting young hunters and things go poorly. You know, we kind of want to have that on hand, or if it rolls over right at the end of the day. That has happened to us before, and that's just something that we want to be very careful of. So I'm going to see if we can get a good hunt in. I would also like to see if we can maybe mark some territory, but at this point my much bigger concern is going to be making sure that we've got food. If we have to mark some territory quite significantly at the start of young hunters, we can do that. Food is going to be a lot more important. Oh, we've got one down. Can we keep her that way? She's very high on health. But as long as we can make sure that we keep a good throat bite, we'll try to, well, that's not a throat bite, but it's still going to give us some good damage after Emder let go there. I think they tweaked the damage numbers. We are playing on a beta, but it doesn't really have any major features or major changes that I saw. It's just a lot of little quality of life stuff, but it looks like that font may have changed. All right, let's see if we can bring her down. She's still running, but she is quite weakened, so I think she's going to be our best shot here. All right, well, we took some trample damage there, which is less than ideal, but we've got her stopped at least, so that should be good. We're not too horribly far away from where we need to be. Let's go ahead, see if we can finish her off here, and there we go. We got another hunt down. Ouch! I think it was like 250 points of trample damage or something crazy. That hurt a lot, but we're good. We can eat and maybe do a quick sweep through some of the territory over here and just make sure we get that marked before we head back. Alright, looks like autumn is here, so we're probably pretty close to the end of growing pups here, which, as long as we can keep these guys fed for just a little bit longer, hopefully we'll be able to make it safely there. I'm a little nervous we're gonna get one last predator attack, but I haven't noticed anything yet. We've got a hex invasion though, alright. Well, let's let these guys eat, and then I think we'll probably see... It's over here? It's probably Soda Butte on this side, then. Oh, great. How is that pack doing? Because they're the ones that we've been clashing with the most. They're still doing alright. We did kill one of the leaders, I think, if I remember correctly. It looks like they only have one that we've met, at least. But I think... we'll probably want to run over there and see if we can attack them, and hopefully there's not too many of them there and we can chase them off. We're most of the way healed, at least, so that's one positive thing, but we are going to need to get food for these guys, and probably pretty quickly, because it looks like one of them is, it looks like 86 here is not the most full-on food, so let's hurry and go deal with that and see if we can get some food on the way back. I also would not be surprised... Well, no, it probably not quite yet, but pretty soon here. Are you gonna go back to the... You gotta go back to the grass, please. Thank you. I don't think probably this sleep, but very, very soon. All right, yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh, Luna, why are you doing this? I know. You do crime. I know, you know, I love the company, but you jump up here and you do crime. And I don't love it when you do crime. I don't love it when you, like, turn my monitor off. That would be no good. Or you eat my things. Yeah. No, we're not doing that. Alright, judging by the scent of it, it is indeed Soda Butte, and we're probably pretty close. Luna is up on my desk with me right now, and I'm really hoping she doesn't turn my monitor off, because that is a thing that she's done before, and it'd be a terrible time for that right about now. But hopefully there's not too many wolves here. Girly, girly, I need you to not be going back there right now. Oh, see, we're not just playing on Unforgiving Ironwolf, we're playing with an added difficulty here. I have a cat on my desk. Alright, let's see, who have we got here? We got two wolves. As long as we can be the one to be the primary aggressor, we should be able to keep the odds in our favor. That's real fun. Love that, love the immediate injury. But yeah, as long as we can be the one to be doing most of the biting, we should be fine. Oh, and that's exactly what I'm saying. We don't want to be the one getting bitten. If we can do the biting, we should be able to wear her down. Ember's got an injury too. That's not ideal. I need you not back there, baby. I'm sorry, but you're not allowed back there. Please don't pull my microphone cord. Oh my goodness. Life's never dull with the creatures about. All right, let's see if we can take her down. Could you not? I'm being bitten in real life. She's very mad that I told her she's not allowed to go eat cords behind my monitor. Heaven forbid that I tell her not to do things. I am bitten for my trouble. Here we go. All right, I think we're gonna try to kill 1401 here, because I don't think... No, she's just a subordinate, so that will hopefully keep the pack a little bit weakened. Oh, perfect. It looks like Ember is helping to attack there. There we go. She's still on the attack. If we can just... There we go. She's running off. 23 to her 9. That's not too bad. Yeah, as long as we can keep these damage ratios, we should be fine. I just hope that the carcass doesn't have anything going down there, because that would be a little bit unfortunate. This is definitely consuming a substantial portion of my own health too, which I'm not super thrilled about. I mean, it makes the difficulty what it is, that's for sure, but, you know, it is no longer so easy to just charge in and take out rival wolves. And I think that fits, but it does make it scary, and we want to make sure that we're doing this while we have the means to. There we go, she is down, because if we don't, we're going to be in real trouble when these packs are huge and attacking us during Young Hunters, which is coming up. We could have some very scary fights here, and we may have to run away from some of them, but we should be pretty near our carcass at least. I think it's just up ahead. Yeah, it's between us and the den, so that is, or not the den, the rendezvous site, so that's at least a good thing. Oh shoot, okay, we've got a cougar on this carcass. I'm gonna check one of the other ones. I don't think this is gonna be worth going after, but we also will hopefully have more food left on this one if the cougar doesn't eat all of it, so as long as we've got options, I think we'll be alright. Okay, carcass number 2 is just fine. In fact, it actually has a fair amount of food left on it, so good news for us. I think we've got enough that unless all of these carcasses simultaneously become occupied, we should be able to squeak through growing pups. Hopefully. Now we just gotta watch our health and not take too much damage. I maybe didn't even need to do that other hunt, but we had health, we had energy. It felt like it was probably worth doing at that point. This is some legacy music, by the way. This is like old school WolfQuest music. It's always fun to see this pop up on Amethyst, though. One of the fun things about the map. I think this track mostly plays here. All right, let's get these guys fed. They are starting to get a lot hungry here, so we want to make sure that we get some food in these guys before we rest. Oh boy. Okay, let's send these guys in the grass here. I just want to go get some food for them because they are quite hungry. All right, are you gonna find a place to lay down? At least with a cougar. Oh. Well, okay then. That's all right then. Never mind. I guess we've made it to young hunters. Is this is this still a thing? Oh, the attack is not over? No? What is happening? What is happening here? I thought this would probably stop when we switched to young hunters. Ouch! Oh shoot, that hurt. All right, it's gone. We're good. Let's take these guys to a carcass and get them fed so that we can sleep, because I don't think that I want to be running around with low energy and low health. I mean, it's not low yet, but we've made it, you guys. We made it with all the pups still alive. Do we really want to deal with coyotes here? I think we can deal with coyotes here. They're not gonna be terrible. But yeah, we've made it all the way to young hunters somehow with all 5 of them alive. I did not expect that was going to be a thing, but we've made it, and let's let these guys eat. We'll go to one of our other carcasses if we need to. Very, very soon here, it's gonna be time for them to have their very first hunt. And once that's done, we will be giving them their names. So if you want to send in names for these guys, this is gonna be your last chance to do so. I'll be looking through them after that and picking out names for them in the next episode. It's very surreal to be at this point. Like, I wouldn't say it was easy, but it turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. I was fully ready to make it at this point with just like 1 or 2 pups alive at most, if that, if we didn't die on the way. All right, let's see if we can go to our other carcass here, because that was not enough to feed everybody. All right, just more coyotes. There's not a whole lot on this carcass, but I think it'll be enough, hopefully. Fortunately, now that we have 7 wolves total, even though 5 of them are young hunters, we should be a lot better able to scare these guys off. Let's let these guys eat, and then we'll get some rest. And come morning, we should be able to try our first hunt. Hopefully, we will have basically full health by then, because this would be a little scary to hunt with. Oh shoot, okay, we need to move it. We did come down to this other carcass, and that's a bear. We do not want him chasing us. All right, how is everybody doing on hunger? Not too bad. I'm actually gonna sleep just a tiny bit more, just so that we get that last little bit of health back, hopefully, because we're not starving, and thankfully these guys, I think, will not get hungry quite as quickly now. All right, 94. Minor injury healed, that's always nice. There we go, 100% health. Now we can get up and go hunting and hopefully not get jumped by stranger wolves. All right, is this still a current elk scent, or was that from before we slept? I think it's from before we slept. All right, let's go sniff around and see if we can find a herd. Okay, this is going to be right at the edge of our territory, if not into a hex over, but we did find an elk scent, and as long as we can chase these guys back up into our territory, I think we'll be alright. Yeah, they're right down here. Now, we are going to want to chase them anyway, I think, just to make sure that we get them really tired out, so I'm not too bothered by this. Let's just hopefully edge around the interior here. And nope, we're in stranger wolf territory and I'm out in front getting trampled. That's exactly what I wanted to avoid happening, darn it. All right, let's see if we can steer these guys back, because the last thing we want is to get jumped by stranger wolves now. No, turn yourself around. Maybe you are off on your own quest. We're not going to worry about you. We'll get the rest of these guys running. There we go. As long as they go farther back into our territory, they should be fine. The other thing we are going to want to do is expand our borders, because this is the time to do it when none of the other packs have home hexes, and we can very reasonably push them out and kind of rearrange things so that there's not this weird little area of Soda Butte that they're going to just keep coming at our home site no matter what we do. So we're definitely going to want to deal with that, but that's not something that we have to tackle on the first day here. For now, I'm just going to focus on getting these guys worn out, and hopefully a good opportunity will present itself, because ideally one of these guys will stumble and we can just swarm it with the pups. Oh, we got to stumble. Oh, never mind. She's already up. Darn it. I'm really hoping... Whoa, some of these guys are getting trampled, I think. I'm really hoping we get a good stumble soon, because these guys are going to be trying to run back. Okay, we've got to be so careful, though. I don't know that we really want this. Yeah, these guys are going to start doubling if we're not careful. I think we want to go for the adults, because even though they can do more damage on their own, they're going to be hitting so hard if they get a good kick in, and that is very, very possible for it to happen without the younger wolves being able to dodge. Oh gosh, are you that tired? This is a calf, though. It is. Okay, well... You know, I guess we're going for it because I do not see a mother here. There we go. She got here, but not quite in time. All right, well, opportunity struck, and our first hunt with the pups is a success. I am still genuinely in shock that we actually have made it this far, y'all. Like, I did not think we were going to. I think a calf will still be enough to feed everybody at this point, thankfully. But, wow. I don't want to rest on our laurels. I think that would be a bad idea. But having made it to this point, I feel like the biggest trial of this year is probably behind us. Maybe I shouldn't say that yet because we haven't been in any fights, but at least we can run away from those fights. You know, if we really need to, we can run. Is everybody full on food? No, 84 still needs to eat. But with that, with the first snow falling, I think we are going to go ahead and leave this off here for today because it is getting to be about that time again. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.